Do you want to receive a 25% increase in weapon damage just by getting kills with your solar weapons and grenades? To make this build even better, you'll also spawn a bunch of fire sprites for you and your teammates, providing grenade energy and unlimited restoration for you. If that sounds fun or broken, be sure to copy the build on screen or the dim link that would be in the description. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So in order for this build to work, you're going to need to use this exotic leg armor piece called the Path of Burning Steps. So if you were to get either 2 or 3 solar kills within 10 seconds, it would grant you ×1 solar weapon surge for 10 seconds. So there are 2 ways for you to proc ×4 weapon surge automatically. The first one is to be frozen, and once you're frozen, be sure to break out of that, and as soon as you do, you will unleash a solar burst of energy, which will give you ×4 weapon surge and also deal damage to enemies within a 9-meter radius. But that one's going to be harder to proc because whenever someone applies slow to you, it will take longer for you to become frozen. And the second method for you to get ×4 weapon surge for your solar weapons is to get a solar grenade kill. You can also get another way to proc the weapon surge whenever you were to get a consecration kill, but with that aspect, be sure to keep in mind that if you were to get an ignition kill from this aspect, it will not proc ×1 solar weapon surge. So the only way to proc this aspect, if you want to get that ×4 weapon surge, is to get that scorch kill for that initial first hit when you proc consecration. You're going to have 7 different ways to proc solar weapon surge. The first one is for your super, the second and third one are for your melee and grenade, the fourth and fifth one is for your soul invictus and your consecration, and your last 2 other methods is Luna's Howl and the Dragon's Breath. I also do want to mention that getting Radiant will not stack with the Path of Burning Steps weapon surge buff. For the special weapon I'm using for this build is the Riptide because it did get a stealth buff. So back in the day, if you were to have anti-barrier rounds and you were to stun an overload, it would not work. The anti-barrier will override the chill clip. So now you can be able to stun every single champion with the Riptide. But when the final shape drops, each stasis weapon with the rapid fire frame will take 3 shots to freeze a target, but with every other stasis fusion rifle that does not have the rapid fire frame, in this case the Deliverance, it will take 2 shots to freeze a target. So if you guys are watching this video right now, be sure to use the Riptide, but when final shape drops and you're seeing this at that time, you can go for the Deliverance. And for the energy weapon, I did already mention it, but I chose to put Luna's Howl because of the origin trait called Indomitability. Final blows grant grenade energy when playing a light subclass or melee energy when playing a dark subclass. So we are playing a light subclass, so we are going to be getting 5% additional grenade energy for each kill. And also for the solar grenades, you can choose any you like, but for me, I chose to put fusion grenade just because of the base cooldown, which is 1 minute and 13 seconds. And if you do have tier 10 discipline, it will knock that down all the way to 36 seconds. Just because I wanted to proc that ×4 solar weapon surge. And the next stat you should go for is resilience, because it would give you a 30% damage reduction and it would also reduce your class ability cooldown. And here are the artifact mods if you guys are interested. The first one is Torch. While we are Radiant, we will deal increased weapon damage to combatants affected by stasis or strand debuffs. And the other one, go for Revitalizing Blast. Whenever we were to cause damage with a solar ability, it would weaken a champion or boss for a short period of time. The damage buff for this is a 15% buff for damage. So if we were to combine those 2 seasonal artifacts and also the ×4 solar weapon surge, we will get a 30% increase in damage to that single target. Here is the gameplay loop when dealing massive damage to a boss. You are first going to get either a grenade kill or multiple solar weapon kills. Once you have your ×4 weapon surge, you are now going to hit the boss with your chill clip fusion rifle, and then either use your consecration or throw your hammer to debuff that boss. After that, shoot your Dragon's Breath to deal massive amounts of damage. Then rinse and repeat. So if you'd like to see another build for the Titan, I do have an Arc Titan build which relies on getting as much grenade energy as possible, aka a grenade spam. So if you guys like to watch that, it will be right here on screen if you are interested. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, or afternoon. Take care and peace. Join the Discord!